Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku's Showboat. Today is Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. Today is officially my mother's birthday. And next to me I have Ollie, who I'm not gonna grab because he's got his chipmunk. Right there. Right there. Yeah. He's got his chipmunk. Whoops! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go, Ollie? Where'd it go? There it is. There it is. Yes. He's Ferocious Kitty right now. I also don't have the software up for the piano, so we're not going to be able to hear the piano right now as he rolls and bites and licks all over that wonderful little chipmunk. Yes, that's your belly. That's your belly. Are you gonna fall? Are you gonna fall? Will do. What you up to? What you up to? Yeah, that's your baby. Yeah, that's your baby. Here, take your baby. Without wiping at me. So he's a little feisty at the moment. Hello, Ollie. It's a good thing I don't have the program on, otherwise we'd be hearing nothing but piano right now. Oh, he's leaving. He's leaving. He's taking his baby and he's leaving. Oh, nope, he's back. He's back. What you doing? Do you not like the towel that I have for you right here? Huh? Do you not like the towel that's here? How's the boy? How's that baby? How's that baby? Yes, that's my sweet. That tail's flicking. Do not go for my light. Do not go for my light. He's looking at my light. He's looking at my light like he wants to claw at my light. Are you done now? You just gonna scritch? Scritch and groom? Is it groom time? Oh, are you done? Don't go for that light. Don't go for that light. Anyway, there's Ollie. He's here. He's got his toy, his baby. He's got his baby. Oh, what's that? That's a cord. Uh, that's a cord. Are you trying to dig underneath the towel? Ollie's a digger, by the way. He likes to burrow under things. He likes to go underneath. Yes. He's digger. So he's gonna go and bite at the towel for the moment. Anyway, what happened yesterday and all that before we get into the actual gameplay? Not too much. Actually, nothing to really write home about outside of yeah, today's my mother's birthday, and we'll be doing that this afternoon. That's basically that. She has a class, unfortunately, to attend, virtual class to attend at 11 to 12, I think, just that hour. Um, and it's her final class in that course. So that will be the end of her online course that she is taking, that she's been taking for a few weeks, several weeks this semester. So she's an employee of the university, which means that she technically, whenever she wants, for her or her dependents, of course, I took advantage of it, gets up to 6 credit hours each semester for free as faculty, which is nice, which is really nice, and she has made use of that occasionally to take classes herself at the university as an employee. It's actually a really, really nice program that's better than a lot of other programs. Not all universities have as good of a program as that, and I definitely made use of that in my undergrad studies, trying to get as many of those 6 each semester as I possibly could. Uh, they don't allow you to split credits, sadly. So, in order to actually get the full 6, you would have to claim 2 courses that are 3 credit hours each. But I was in science, which meant that a lot of the courses had labs that made them 4 credit hours or 5 credit hours. So, yeah, couldn't always get the full 6, but got what I could out of it over the course of all of that. Anyway, game. I need to actually load the game. That would help. Actually loading the game. So that we can get into our Sea Block playthrough, where we are at the point where we can directly work on the red circuit build. Yesterday, when we met, I set up, what exactly? I set up monosilicon production as well as phenolic board production out of wood-based resin. Good morning! Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, we did that, and then we scaled up the green circuits as well as the basic circuit boards. Up to 8 each, I'm pretty sure, per second. And now we're going to make 1 red per second. Let's see if there's been any mod updates since yesterday, because I went through nothing of importance. Let's go with our C block save, right where we left off at the end of last time. Alright, I am here. Why? I don't know why I am here. I don't remember if there was anything I needed to fix over here, but yeah, we worked on this and getting more of all of this stuffs, and then more of this, and we came up with this nice little compact build right here on the green circuits. making use of robots to deliver a variety of ingredients, but in the end, it actually produces quite a few of the green circuits as long as it's being fed fully, which it would appear as if I may need to put in a larger iron plate buffer up there, because it looks like they're chewing through the buffer faster than the robots are able to deliver it, so I will bump that up to 2K for each of those iron chests, which will allow this to better flow with all of the wonderful electronic circuits. And we are now off down to the mall, where I will need to restock in preparation for what will be a very large red circuit build. I am apparently also out of nanobots, or nanobot ammo. Let me grab some of that, because we will absolutely need it. Okay. Hell mod. For our red circuit build, I am going to be making the aluminum plates and the ferric chloride solution on site with everything else, and processing the aluminum plates from ore, or basically from sludge, actually, in this build, meaning I will want to make the sludge local to everything else. I will need to import crystal catalysts and the wire coils, the solder coils, the tinned wire coils, monosilicon, and plastic, and phenolic boards, and tin, and copper, and green circuits. So the train station is going to be a little bit big, a bit large, to say the least. I guess I'll be providing brains as well in this. The construction and logistic robot brains at some point, so I need to take into account that I'm going to need a couple of extra supply stations as well. So 3 supply stations, as well as the red circuits out, advanced circuits out. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 requester station inputs. And, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 depot stations. So, that's the mission, and it needs all of this stuff on this whole line. All of this needs to happen. Oh, I haven't even broken down the dealing with the geodes either. Oh boy, I haven't broken down dealing with geodes. But I've done it here. Hello, Ollie. Welcome back. Hey. You got your chipmunk? Ollie, go get the chipmunk. Go get the chipmunk. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it so I can get this towel put back. Hey, Ollie. How's the boy? There you go. How's my boy? He doesn't want to be picked up. He's too playful. Yes, you jump in that big box. You jump in that box. I've got a big box on the floor. Actually, 2 big boxes, but a fresh big box on the floor from unpacking one of my mother's gifts. Rather sizable item that I then gift wrapped. One of 3. I mentioned this yesterday. I got her I actually bought her four things for her birthday, but I've given her one already because it was immediately usable, and that was a set of 200 small, like, zipper baggies. Uh, really, really small zipper baggies because she's got, uh, she has a lot of jewelry to put into the baggies as she's sorting through jewelry. And she's been getting a lot of, like, snack size baggies and sandwich baggies, and I was thinking, well, she had the item on her wish list to get. This is probably useful now. And the story behind this is that she is investing in lots of jewelry with the intent to resell as part of a business venture, personal business venture, where she's spending time sorting through these lots of jewelry, just big bags of a whole bunch of mixed up, all uh tangled together bags of jewelry. Just going through it piece by piece, sorting out what's broken, in need of repair, like what you could make into something new, separating out like what's real versus what's fake, because sometimes, even though it's supposed to all be costume jewelry, things slip through the cracks. Almost always in every single bag, there's unless it's like exclusively not metal jewelry, there's going to be some 925 sterling silver or even some gold in there. Um, you just have to manually sort through it, which is what takes the most time. And yeah, the baggies will help with sorting through smaller items as well as potentially in the resale process, just sticking them in the bag, sticking it in a shipping envelope, and off it goes. Will help dramatically with keeping organized. So I figured, you know what? That would help early. And then we'll talk about the other items once she has them. But they are all pretty much related to this thing that she's been doing. Ah, and it's been taking up all of the time in her evenings as well as her day job. It's like she's basically just not stopping working, which I find interesting because she retired from being the president of a nonprofit organization called YWOW, a group for young widows and widowers, to then do this, which takes more time to do this as well out of her day. But yeah, it's like, okay, so you retired from that position, so now you are going to be spending your time not relaxing, but by doing more work again. Yep, yep, it's just what she does. It's just what she does. She was in that president position for like 7 years, and the position normally is supposed to be 2. And she was there for 7. Yeah, and I don't think that the organization is going to be lasting much longer. To be honest, the actual events are on the decline. Interest is on the decline. Not People just don't want to take the president position. People don't want to join the board. So if there's no one on the board, if there's no president, the bills aren't getting paid, taxes aren't getting paid, permits aren't being renewed. You don't really have an organization anymore. Which is a shame, because was it was nice for her after my dad passed away back in 2011, late 2011, that there was this organization that she could join for support. And I was not surprised when she joined the board, and then very quickly afterwards became the board president. So yeah, that was interesting. Very, very interesting. Her main thing was that she would be in charge of deciding and ultimately not really scheduling, I think, but deciding each month what movie the folks would go see in the area. It was her job to decide what location and what movie at what specific time slot they were going to go see each month for movie night, just to have a night where all of the members who want to come can just come and enjoy a movie as well as a meal before the movie. So they would go to a restaurant, having to decide the restaurant near the theater to go to before the movie, and then go to the movie afterwards. And you could invite a guest with you for these events to just have something to do with everyone. Something to do every month. Of course, 2020 put a bit of a hamper on all of that. sort of couldn't do that anymore over the course of 2020. Also, I have chem plant 2s, so I should be using those in this. And I think that's good. Now, what do I need out of all of this? I'm going to pin, and I'm going to summary, and have a look at my inventory, see what we need here. Let's see. I have probably nowhere near enough assembling machines and electronic assembling machines, so let's grab some of those. Stack those. Stack of those. Do I have casting machines? I have 4 of them, which is just enough, as well as induction machines. What do I set the request amounts to for liquid gas requester stations? Most of the time I don't change it from my default value, unless I need really, really high amounts. Yeah, unless I need really, really high amounts. Generally speaking, it is just a times 10 multiplier that I do. Like, if I'm trying to request 8,000 units at a station or 4,000 units at a requester station, usually I change it to 40. Just straight up times 10, whatever the solid value is that I've set. So that's a thing that I tend to do. Although it appears as if... What have I set my solid value to? Have I already, like, flipped what's what? How much stuff is here? Oh. Hmm. I have not put wires here that should have been here. Oh, no. No. Wrong thing I'm looking at. I need to look at the requesters. Now, why do you have... Yeah, you have 62,000 units of stuff in there. That, yeah. funny I would notice this now. We totally went over this yesterday in yesterday's stream. The logic here. Uh, the logic I was looking at is the logic that I would normally use for the fluids. And unfortunately, because of the way that I copy paste all these, it's applied my logic for the fluids to everything. So I'm requesting the same amount of solids as I am fluids right now across the base, when I should be requesting a factor of 10 times fewer items of the solids. Yeah, this should be clamped to 4K, or, well, 4K as the arithmetic combinator value, rather than 40K, because it gets doubled, and that's the amount that's brought to the station. Or I should say the amount that's brought to the station is 2 times this value that I set in this combinator. So it's set to 40K. It's should be set to 4. 4K. So that should hopefully answer your question. It's sort of already been set for fluids being 40K. The thing is, the solids should be 4K, not 40. I need flotation. Do I need more crushers? No. I don't need ore sorting facilities. I will need filtration units. Probably need more of these as well. Overall, and those, and these guys. And where's my you guys? And these guys. Oh, I've got 30 of those. I think I'm okay with those. And then I have blasts. I have powder mixers. I have hydro plants. I think I need more hydro plants. Where's my chem plants? Electrolyzers. I have plenty. Also, why is that an assembling machine? Where is that? You. That. There we go. Much better. Alright. We are good for the moment. I will absolutely need to come back to get all of the things for the train station, because we're going to need a few items, quote unquote, for the train station that the cart does not have. I'm thinking we're building here today. Is there? Yeah, unfortunate. There's some cliff in the way. A cliff. We're going to be building around that, I think. Ooh. Okay, train station is going to be over here then. There we go. Okay. I need 3 stations, but I need to get proper alignment here. You. I need that. Hmm? Right there. Oh boy. So this will be interesting. So I need, how many again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In that gap. Hmm. Hmm. Humma. Paste there. Modify. Get rid of that. You. Get rid of that. Save. And then... Hmm. Now that's funny. That it actually aligned like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 4 more. Ahem. Not as hard as it at first may seem. Let's try to get an alignment. Vehicle. Okay, get rid of these. Okay. Now the fun part. You, give me a few units of those. So, you are able to go out like so. I need a signal here. This is a little too close. As much as I'd like that to be completely adjacent, I'm going to need to go at least a tile. I'll go 2 tiles over. Excuse me? Excuse me? Pick up the stuff on the ground. I said pick up the stuff on the ground. Okay, there. There. Regular signal. Alright, that fixes pretty much everything. You think I broke bottom main train line when I pasted that blueprint? Huh? No. Nothing's broken. Everything is as it should be here. It didn't add any signals at all into this. It basically just was like, hey, I'm adding this. That's all it did. Okay, I need... Wow, is there actually enough? Wow. There's actually enough of the bulk rail thingies. What about requester stations? Nope, I still need to go back to get one extra requester station. Oh, that sucks. And then, of course, this needs to, you know, escape. I could do that. But why then are you, like, not a thing? I do want to split this block. Now, part of it, like, an issue that will happen here is that I have these as actual rail signals when they should probably remain as chains. The reason for that is because I want my trains to wait all the way back here. And I can expand this even further. I want the trains to wait here, and they will wait at the furthest back first chain signal in the sequence after a rail signal. So if this is a rail signal here, if I have a few trains trying to come into this at the same time for these, the trains will come in, they'll go through, and then potentially they would wait here. If you understand my meaning. They would wait here. Say I have two trains trying to come into this station right here. If this is a rail signal, the trains will wait here. Now, the ones coming in from behind, I would hope would sit up here, but I'd end up with a train that would wait here. And therefore, no other trains that need to go into any of these other three stations can pass this train. If there's one that's waiting here. So that's what I'm trying to avoid with my use of signals here. is I don't want a train blocking anything. Now, with all of this as a block, the trains should sit and wait if this gets a train in it that's blocking. The only problem here is that if a train wants to go up this way, and there's a train that's leaving this way, we can't simultaneously have a train occupying this space and this space because these are one block, even though they won't ever interact with each other, right? Like, a train can go this way and go this way without any trouble, so if we wanted to try to get that support, we would need to somehow make this block, like, split this block, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, there's no spots to put a signal in here. I need a signal right, like, here, right here, to split those, and just don't have enough space to do that. Interesting that that actually worked to split that into its own block, but there's no point when all of this is the same. Anyway, it should work. That's famous last words, by the way. It should work. We'll figure it out if it doesn't. And then this needs power to all of these guys as well. Alright. Cool. There's a train station. Now I would need to name everything and do that stuff. Get the requests going. We're going to go to the mall to pick up requester stations and such. Things which I am missing that I will need. Take those things. Let's go ahead and grab those to stick in the car. And back we go. I did mention that this would be the most complex train station outside the mall for the moment. For the moment. It's not going to be the most complex outside of the mall, because we have additional circuits to take care of later. That'll involve more. Just more. More. Yeah, these don't need to be here. Those did. These don't. And all the wires are there. That's good. Good, 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 good. Okay. Also, these could be an extra tile closer, but for these being big chests here, 2x2s, if I had 1x1 chests, I could do that. Actually bring these another, like, train segment closer. But, oh, even, can I? What? Can I even? I thought I could get this closer. Apparently the thing here is in the way, but if I moved my combinators to be in line rather than stick up so much, I could have these adjacent. The problem is that then with this particular type of chest, if I had one chest, it would end up touching both in the middle, and that means that the loaders would try to unload into the chest, both of them, different items in the one chest, and that's not what I want in the slightest. All right, let me have a look here to see what I need. So we need our green circuits. Our green circuits at red circuits. Don't need that one for now. Sure, tinned coils at red circuits. Are copper coils at red circuits. Are solder coils at red circuits. Are plastic at red circuits. Are monosilicon at red circuits. Are phenolic boards at red circuits. Did I miss any other builds before this? No. Nope. We've just been building the train station this whole time. And talking. I've not done other builds. Crystal catalysts at red circuits. Wait, what am I... Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3... Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I don't have the tinned wire. Okay. Crystal catalysts are tinned wire coils at red circuits. Yeah, it's 10 items. Are tin plates at red circuits? Did I name that red circuits? Yes. And then are copper plates at red circuits. Ta-da! Whoops. Whoopsies. Tin plates. Tin wire coils. Crystal catalysts. Well, that works. As you can see, that is functioning. Cool. I'm just watching the behavior here. Why did you sit there? It shouldn't be sitting there. Hello and welcome to today's stream. I am unsure why I have trains blocking. Oh yeah, I should probably fix that little, issue. These should be set to 4,000 units. To limit to 8,000 items being requested. Rather than 80,000 items being requested. That's, yeah. That's a thing. So this is the green circuits. Up here, greens. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I hope enjoying the content so far. You have a long ways to go. You're on, the 6th day, so about a lot left to go. Highly suggest watching on ×2 speed, if you're interested in catching up. This is the copper coils. Copper coils. Right there. Interesting, I don't have these ready to go immediately? Plastic. I should absolutely have plastic ready to go immediately. I haven't defined plastic yet. That would help. Plastic. I also... Okay, I have defined those. Alright, good. Good. So now why is there not a plastic on the way? Oh. You know, it would help if I actually had a train with plastic in it. That tends to help. And then phenolic boards here at the end. Now, let's not die by train, ideally. Do I have any... I don't have any pellets on me. But I can get them from here. Oh yeah, have I mentioned that I've... I don't think I even mentioned this yesterday. I have an extra power pole next to requester stations. Probably, yeah, right here. Occasional double ups, I'll take care of that when I get back. I don't think I even mentioned last time that I scaled up my power. Yeah, I realized I've made a mistake on this build that I did on the pellets for the trains. It doesn't quite have enough stuff. Enough, algae to do the full 3 per second that I want. This is the actual build that would give me the full 3 per second on the pellets. This right here gives me the 3 per second on the pellets. Little bit of a redesign on it just to add what I needed to add. It needs, yeah, just more algae farms here and processing on these in the grand scheme to get the full 3. It's fine as it is to get my trains fueled, but when it comes to actually needing to be able to get the full 3 when making a little bit of power, I needed to make sure that I had accurate building counts. And yeah, these are just the level 2 boilers and steam engines, producing 72 megawatts each at a cost of what now? 16.3 megawatts on the build to produce the pellets. So it's 72 megawatts out for 16.3 in. Yes, these are all Mark III algae farms. I mentioned yesterday artisanal reskins was updated, and it changed the tier on the level 3 algae farms. It basically set them, instead of being a level 3 tier equivalent, to a level 4 tier equivalent, which changed their color from blue to purple. I don't know why the mob maker decided to have these be ticked as Mark 4, basically, when they're algae farm 3s and their material costs are actually closer to 3s or 2s, really, than 4s. But, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just change them from blue to purple for whatever reason. I think it was fine the way it was, inherently. Right, and then these guys, that is not going to be that name. Blah. It needs to be Blarg. Randomness. So yeah, I had done that at one point, going into this week's streams, so that I could have the 504 potential megawatts. Oops. I broke it. Actually, give me a bunch, so I can stick it in there. Beautiful car. I need to go there. All the way over this way. Hello, plastic build. I need locomotive. Yeah, we are making 4 plastic per second. It's 2 each, so 4 minutes times 60 seconds per minute times 4 per second, 960. So yeah, 1 line is good on here. 1 line is good for storage. Granted, yeah, we've got a big buffer, but you know, we'll chew through that pretty quickly. Plastic supply depot, full cargo, and circuit condition. There you go. So it's just a matter of personal preference on how much time equivalent I've set my trains to hold. Basically, I don't want it to take over 15 minutes to fill a train. Right? Even though, yeah, that does reduce the total number of trips. What the heck? Why? Even though that does reduce the total number of trips required, I have a lot of stations that are going to be requesting a lot of stuff over time. So it would take a very long time to get all of the stations the initial buffers, right? Because I don't want to be in a situation where 8 different requester stations need a product that takes 15 minutes to fill each train load. I'd rather have some stuff going to all of those stations than get one station filled every 15 minutes, right? Or even longer in some cases. And it all depends on stack size versus the production rate as to how much time it takes to fill those wagons. Of course, I just had done that math and didn't multiply by 2, so actually that one line is about 8 minutes of stuffs. Because there's 2 wagons. It was 960 for 4 minutes on plastic, so that particular train's more like 8 minutes. I could have reduced it further. One line is going to be okay, because we only have the one station at the moment needing plastic. I don't think I've sent it to them all at all. Anyway, can I yoink this guy back up? There we go. Our production block. We can work on this now. Unfortunately, before I can work on the actual circuit production block, I need to build one of these guys. Now, do I have one of these guys in my blueprints? I do. This guy is going to be set up all the way down here in a corner, as best as possible anyway. And there's a few little issues, I think, on this. On the other side. Oh, no, it's fine. What? Okay. Guess I updated it and it was okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's got that. Okay. All I need to do here is grab my... Uh-oh. Ah, there it is. I need to grab my upgrade planner and run that all across this. So that we can use the red belts with red loaders and such. Looks like I need more pipe. And belt. And, chemical plants. And electrolyzers. This is overdoing it a little bit. And hydro plants. Okay, where'd I park? All the way up there. Yeah, I need a few things. Don't mind me. Let's go get a few things. And inserters. Oh boy. So that'll make 200 mineral sludge per second when online. Okay, I need to grab some of these guys. I need to grab... more nanobot ammo, as always. More sets of that's always good. Those... Do I need more... these? I think I should grab another stack of those guys. What about flare stacks? How many flare stacks do I have? 3! Yeah, I'm gonna need a few of those. And chem plants. Flare stacks are here. What else? What else? What else? The pipes. Regular pipes are here. Inserters. Take more of those as well. And power poles. I hear a kitty. Hello, Ollie. How's my Ollie? He's got his... He's brought the chipmunk back. Ollie's brought the chipmunk back. Yeah, you got your chipmunk. He's got his chipmunk. Yes, that's your chipmunk. That's your chipmunk, Ollie. That's a big boy. Kaboo! Attack! Attack the chipmunk! Hey. Wee. Yeah, you get it. You get it. You paw that chipmunk. You go ferocious kitty on that chipmunk. On your baby. How's that baby? Yeah. Attack! He's so ferocious! Such a ferocious boy! He's very active today as he jumps down. Here, Ollie, go get it. Unfortunately, Ollie does not play fetch. He's not like his sister, sadly. Dolly will play fetch. She'll bring you her toy of choice. Most of the time, a plastic bottle cap. A very specific type of plastic bottle cap. And she will meow at you to throw it. And then you throw it, and then she'll chase it, and she'll pick it up and bring it back. And meow at you to throw it again. Several times. It's like, yes. Yes, she wants to play. Dolly lives to play. Speaking of Dolly, I'm out already. Seems I needed a few more pipe to grounds than I was anticipating. Let's get a few more pipe to grounds. I just heard my Dolly squeak from the room behind me. Also running around. They must have had their food. Hello, Ollie. Uh-oh. No, that's... No, not that. Not that. That's not a toy. No. Not that one. Sorry, Ollie. Sorry, Ollie, but nail is not a toy you should be mucking about with. Where did you get this? Yes, you kill that. You kill that thingy. Yeah, that's not a thing that I want him to swallow, potentially, or play with. This is a clamp that's supposed to be nailed into the wall to clamp down a flat Ethernet wire. It's for cable management, these things. And it was, at one point, pounded into the wall, but it seems like it's come loose. Whoopsies. Where did he get that? I do not know. I don't know where they get most of the things that they get. It's magical. It's like, where did this rubber band come from? You're not supposed to be playing with rubber bands. Give me pipe to ground. This will ideally be enough. Let us go all the way down in this corner. Speaking of being down in this corner, let's get a radar down around here. And on the other side as well. Although I think technically these radars, yeah, there's a bit of a gap in coverage. This including Bob's, means that there are higher mark levels of radars that will help fill the gaps, but problem with that is that we actually have to get those higher mark level radars. We actually have to, make them. I could make the radar 2s, which have a, what is it? It, it doesn't say the coverage. Hey, Factorio devs, you know what would be nice? If radars had a display on the, at least the debug information that tells you what their active coverage is, as well as the scanning range, what the scan range is, because all radars have a area around them that is permanently revealed, as well as a scanning radius around them. Two separate values. It would be nice to have those actively displayed on the debug information for that entity. That would be useful. Genuinely. Because if that information is displayed on that class of object, that would mean that modded versions of that object would also be able to display that information. Just saying. Just gonna point that out. It's not something I think that mod makers can do exactly. Apparently this uses 45 megawatts. What? Apparently, when this is running at full blast, each one of these setups uses 45 megawatts. How many of these do I have again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. In case you're wondering where most of my power is going. In case you're wondering where most of my power draw is coming from. Yeah, that would be these setups in here when they're actually moving. I don't even have charcoal. Oh boy. So I need, gosh, 2, 4, and then a bunch of electrolyzer electrodes. Hold up. I need 1. Oh, I only needed 2. Right. Right. I will need 4 stacks of these. And I need to put them here. And here. That gets that going. And then I need sulfur. I'm gonna stick half there and half there. This does overproduce sulfuric acid. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be enough to deal with the geodes consistently, but we could see about that. We will basically do what we did over here, where I've set up this. The problem for this particular build is that the flotation that I need to do does not produce sulfuric wastewater. And therein lies the problem that we will need to address in this build. It's such a problem that I'm going to need to use the excess here. I'm going to need to grab and combine the excess. I'm probably going to put it behind an overflow valve. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna try to stick it behind an overflow valve. Where was the thing? Here. This is because... oh, right, and I'll want to overflow the actual stuff in here as well, the actual sludge. Oh. Huh. Yeah, so this makes 200 sludge, right? I need 112 point something for the build. If I'm voiding the excess... I just don't know if there's enough of an excess of sulfuric acid to deal with this 1 geode per second that we're going to end up with here. Not that one, that one. That will be needed in other... Excuse me, go down. In other thingies. Link. Ingredient input link. Ingredient input link. There you go. It needs 3 sulfuric acid per second. But that's such a small amount. Yeah, I know, but I also, like, the amount produced out of this is also really small net positive. Is it 3 net positive? I don't know. What is this? Slurry filtering. This is 25 out? Where's the 100 out? The 100 out... Why does that say input 30? What? Oh. It's net 2 per 100. So... if it's a net 2 per 100, then yeah, I have enough. Ta-da! But I only have enough if I void the excess amounts of mineral sludge from this build. Because this makes 2 spare, I need 3. Which would be the equivalent of 150 mineral sludge. The build that I'm doing needs 112 point something, not 150. So it doesn't quite produce enough excess sulfuric acid by itself. So if we overproduce the mineral sludge and void that excess mineral sludge, we can get the amount that we need to maintain the system. This is only a problem until I get to Blue Science and get Sulfur Processing 4. At Sulfur Processing 4, I can make infinite amounts of sulfuric acid wherever I want, without having to go through this excess shenanigans. Because at that level I can convert lime into sulfuric acid, basically. Alright, that is that part. I do need to pick up carbon as the last thing, like actual carbon. Not carbon, but charcoal. That's the thing. I need charcoal. The charcoaliest of charcoal. Boom. It's just this stuff. This stuff right in here. I should probably be grabbing from this line. Okay, that's my charcoaliest of charcoal. And this will start flowing once I do the thing. Now this is the output, and as I said, I will be overflow valving the excess. But what I'll do is I'll pump into a pressure tank. Pump. And from here, I will have a pump output, but also a overflow valve from the tank that's voiding up to the full 200 per second, which that actually requires 2 clarifiers to clarify. So let's get that and that. And this will get the system flowing. I'm thinking, I believe that this will make the system go. We must go. I think Ollie just went to the window. He's on a box somewhere. Okay. Aha, mineral sludge. It exists! Step 1. Step 1 is done on this. We haven't even begun this build yet. This build hasn't even begun. We've just got the train station and the mineral sludge completed. Now we can start on this build. How many doohickeys? 3, 3. I'm gonna copy the setup here. Yeah, I'm gonna copy this overall setup. I do need carbon, so I'm actually gonna grab the whole thing to plop down over here. This is actually going to be my aluminium. This will not function for a little bit of time, but we will manage. I'm also going to need to siphon the mineral water out of this, a little bit of the mineral water out of this. I think I modified this guy to be past an overflow valve. Initially, so that I could get the stuff in there for the things. Build the stuff. Thank you for the things. How much? Not much. Half a thing of carbon. Did I break that down in here? Oh, I need an actual dedicated carbon. Right. I need quite a bit of carbon. Actually, how much? It's 1, but it's off of 2 of these. Oh, I am out of power poles. 2, 1, 1, 1. What about that 1, 2? Okay. It's basically just this applied to this machine. That gives all of the carbon I need for the entire build. We are, of course, not in need of this much infrastructure. Not for this, anyway. And it's not these. It's... what is it again? Givelite and rubite? Yeah. How do I remember these things? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I do not know. And it's 6 each, not 9, so I can cut 3 off there. This is crystal catalysts in. And then this is 3. Rubite and Givelite, and I cannot keep those connected. Whoops, I needed that one. Okay. I need to change this to be cyan and purple. Then, of course, these need to be the Givelite chunks. And these need to be the Rubite chunks. On the output, this needs to be sorting out or destroying the cyan, and this one needs to be destroying the purple. Should only need 1 of each. Yeah, because, yeah, those do stuff. They do stuff. I don't need this at all. Whoops, I need that. But I don't need any of this. Okay, what I need to do, though, is be able to void both of these, and I can actually do that up here. 3 produce 56.25. That's more than enough. This is more than capable. So I can get rid of all of these clarifiers. Don't need that. And of course we are sorting for aluminium ore in here. And making aluminium into alumina. And then alumina into ingots. But that needs aluminum hydroxide, which does not get processed in one of these. This goes into powder mixers at the start. This is a carbon line. Yeah. Okay. That can all basically die. All of that. And then we have a blank canvas to work with. You there. I need some I need some carbon. I mean charcoal. Charcoal to make carbon. There we go. And that is the alarm to indicate that we are, in fact, halfway through today's stream, meaning that it is officially time to take a brief break. Hello, Questarius, as you join us today. I am about to take my break after having set up our red circuit train station and slurry production and working on the localized aluminium plate production in here, which is not going to flow until I get the sodium hydroxide, which means chlorine, and we have to do all of that. So, yeah, it is time to take a brief few-minute break. I will be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. It seems that the cats have run through their energy and are a bit calmer at this point. Uh, yeah. So earlier, Ollie was very ferocious with his toy, his chipmunk. We got to see how he actually plays with his chipmunk, as in, I will kill this thing. That's how Ollie plays. He plays hard. He's ferocious. Absolutely. He's swatting to kill. He's swatting to kill. Dolly plays. Like legit is playing. She's all soft and bats things around. It's all soft. You can touch her, you can pet her while she's playing, and she won't claw you. Ollie will claw the living hell out of you if you try to touch him while he's playing. Um, Speaking of which, hello, Ollie. How's the big boy? How's my big boy? See? He's all calm now. I can pick him up now. How's my boy? How's my boy? That's my sleepies. My sleepy baby. Yeah, you want to spend some sleepy time on the lap? Or just you want to leave? Okay, you're gonna go to window? Gonna go window? Yes, he's gonna go window. And hit my keyboard along the way. Let's see. So I was supposed to fix a slight issue up here with doubled up doohickeys. Let's go ahead and grab these over here and that guy right there. That fixes that issue. I do need the sulfuric acid. That much is true. So where do I have that? Over here. I was going to put this behind an overflow valve, so let me get that set up here. Ta-da. Overflowing. We are overflowing. So we can actually void these things. As I mentioned, as part of this build, unfortunately, the two things we need for aluminium do not produce sulfuric acid in here. Sulfuric wastewater, excuse me. So it's not as easy to deal with the geodes out of aluminium. However, because I am making the sludge locally, and I'm overproducing the sludge locally compared to what we need, if I overflow the excess amounts and make sure that this whole system is continuously moving, well, it's really simple because I happen to make enough extra sulfuric acid to do the voiding that I need to do of the geodes. It is enough to process the geodes into slurry and to get rid of that slurry. But only if I void the excess mineral sludge, essentially. The system needs 112-ish mineral sludge. Let me bring that up. To this tab. So the system needs 114.1 mineral sludge, but in order to get enough excess to get 3 sulfuric acid from the mineral sludge system, I would need to be producing 150 mineral sludge. I produce 200 mineral sludge out of this, so I think I have enough. At this point, I should absolutely 100% have enough. I am already voiding that excess, so all I really need to do now is get this brought up here. That will start making these ores. Uh, that needs to change. And I need to change the filters on these. I need rubite and givelite. This needs to be the crushed rubite. And this needs to be the crushed givelite. Ta-da! There you go. And save for the crystal catalyst, which I could be bringing in right now. I will go ahead and do that right now. Now we will have our aluminium ore all done up, ready to go. That's the ore. Huzzah! For the first time, we have aluminium ore. How interesting, though. Because if I wanted a dedicated aluminium production, it's not that bad, really. It's basically this, with the sodium hydroxide production that it would need to process it into plates, while voiding chlorine and hydrogen, to get the sodium hydroxide out of saline. I would need saline consistently, but, I mean, that's actually the simple part. That's actually the simple part, considering I've got a bunch of excess saline out of this that I just normally void completely, but could throw behind overflow valves, combine up, and process in here without needing any additional infrastructure. So let's do that thing. And make use of the saline water that I'm already making. Because I'm voiding this here, this is always going to be moving. And you know what? That is excellent. That is an excellent turn of events. Ta freaking da. Now, in the rest of the space that I have available to me, we need to actually build out the rest of the infrastructure. What we've already done... yeah, we've already been using mineralized water, so I don't even need to do that. We're doing all of this already, and we're doing... oh yeah, I need to set up iron ore as well. But that's also pretty simple. We're doing all of this stuff. Yeah, just need the iron ore, which means I need the crystallizers and ore crushers set up for that. I think it's just 11111. I think it's just 11111. Hold up, where's... oh, right, it shares givelite. So it's not... yeah, right, it shares the givelite, so I've got in here a crushing of givelite that I've marked done that says 0.57. Yeah, it's really 0.0 it's really 0.5 that I'm using, and I will need another one for that 0.07 to get the remainder givelite. Artisanal reskins and Hell mod will be part of the Sea Block plaque in the next version. Well, that's really nice. I'm glad to see that. that's becoming part of it. Uh, I will still maintain that as long as they have FNEI in it, I'm not going to have the Sea Block pack like enabled, um, because I always switch out for what is it really used for. Just take that as a set of guidelines, not really the end all be all of what your ultimate mod set is supposed to look like. It's just a suggestion, right? Um, but definitely a planning mod like Hell mod should be included in the list. I mean, just note that you could just as well use Factory Planner. I have personally not used Factory Planner, but I don't even know if it's been like updated or any of that. But there is an alternative technically to Hellmod, just like there is an alternative to FNEI with what is it really used for, and technically there's also an alternative to artisanal reskins. It's just that artisanal reskins are the newest thing on the block, and the previous one, Shiny, uh, it it's not being actively maintained at this point, I think, and I think I've done some shenanigans to get it working on current releases. Yeah, there's some older mods that I like to use that needed to get updated that I know I've done manual updates to over time to get them working in more recent versions. Can't for the life of me think about what they are, though. I don't remember. And I think some of them I'm using newer updated functionality through other mods. Because I used to have a mod that was adding long reach research into the game that had stopped being supported, I think, with in 0.17 actually, and I had updated it for 0.18 to just change the little value to say, hey, work in 0.18 please, and it did that. But eventually I started using other quality of life mods that had tech upgrades that included long reach as part of it, um, or upgrade through tech your reach distance. Because I like that concept as well, being able to upgrade how far you can reach off of research. Um, yeah, here it's part of the quality of life research mod. It increases one tile per upgrade, and it's an infinite technology at the top end. Um, and it scales off of normal infinite tech scaling, I think, somewhat along those lines. Same with movement speed, you can go super fast. Just have to be a little bit careful, though. Um, yeah, you have to be a little bit careful with movement speed. The last thing you want to do is make yourself so fast that you start skipping frames and are literally like teleporting, because you can go so fast that the game can't keep up with how fast you're moving, and you can end up jumping over water and like impassable stuff, and you lose precise control over your exact positioning if you go too fast. Just gonna point that out. Inventory size is always nice though, but and it is infinite on this for so quality of life. I like, and then there's another one. There is another that I have that adds in like infinite scaling of worker robot speed. I thought I had such a thing. Have I not included it in this particular set? Have I not included? I have included. It is... Oh, what? Part of Bob's tech gives me this functionality? Was it speed or cargo size? Hold up. Cargo size. Oh. Hmm. There was a mod that does that, though, that I know I had, and I forget the name of it. Infinite Technologies, I think is the name of it. Infinite Technologies. Infinite Technologies. Am I using that? Load. Yes, I am using that. Infinite Technologies adds in a number of things, but I guess it overlaps with Bob's a bit, and it defers to Bob's updates. I'm forgetting what the other upgrades are. Inserter capacity was one. Oh, so I guess Bob's logistics mod just does all of the same stuff as Infinite Technologies. Where's regular inserter capacity? Because that's another one that would be infinite with Infinite Technologies, as well as follower robots. Follower robots, where's those? Infinite Technologies, there it is. Hey! Infinite Technologies mod. It's on the tooltip, Infinite Technologies. It's done a thing. I sees the thing. It has done the thing. I'm going to go up here and grab... Oh, right. I can't... I am not going to do this for my iron ore. Am I? Am I? Do I really feel like going through the effort? No, because I need the ore and not the, like, plates. So, nah. We're not gonna do that. This is a great way to get plates, by the way, overall. I think I did the math, and it does save a little bit on the sludge. Have I done that math, though? Is it really worth spending the sludge on that third thing? I think so. It's either that or it's about the same. But either way, it gives me a reason to go into the crushed ferrous mixture. I need my steel set up. Because that's what we're going to be grabbing from, is the steel setup. Grab the thing, please. Ta-da. I do not like that that is one tile offset from this. Hello, whole thing. You're getting bumped up a tile. You're also gonna get, upgraded. Upgrade everything in this. I only need one. Ta-da! And... Hold up, where's... Okay, that's that thing. What is this thing? Oh. Oh, right, I don't need this. I don't need this. Not at all. No. Pretty sure. We need the ore as ore, basically. So let me completely annihilate all of it. Just all of this. I will need to get rid of the stuff here. This, but not in that way. Give me a liquefier. Right about there. You are going to be doing that. Ta-da! And I guess I'm gonna just shove that into a chest for now. It's iron. Hey, we've got the iron now as iron ore. Excellent. And we've technically got the saline for that part of the build as well. So next. Oh yeah, I need to make sure that I don't forget to expand that a bit. Not build myself into a corner. And that means that the next item on my list is the sodium hydroxide and ferric chloride solution. Okay. That means I need a chemical plant right up here. One more tile, thank you kindly. You are going to be the one that's actually making the ferric chloride solution. Right there. You will need some wonderful stuff known as hydrogen chloride for your existence. I only need one building. I can just have them right next to each other like that. I will need hydrogen and chlorine, which, this overproduces chlorine for whatever reason. For whatever reason, we overproduce on the chlorine. When we do this, I will need to bring my saline water over. I may adjust this positioning a little bit to better coincide with this. Like so. I need to overflow void the hydrogen. That could be one tile closer. Yeah, better. That's not gonna reach. Whoops. Let's see, saline is all the way over here. Okay, this is also going to output sodium hydroxide, and I need to make sure that I am using the sodium hydroxide. Well, as it turns out, processing aluminium into the plates that I need happens to use exactly the amount of sodium hydroxide that I am producing out of this system from the amount of ferric chloride solution that I'm consuming in this system to make the circuit boards for my advanced circuits. Therefore, now that we've done those 3 steps, our next course of action is to place down our powder mixers, our 2 wonderful powder mixers, which I'm going to place there and there. These powder mixers are going to be making this stuff. I'm going to need to do a little bit of shenaniganry here. I will need to put that right there. I'm going to also need to go and get more things. I need more stuff. And by stuff, I mean I need additional power poles. Must get more pylons. We need additional pylons. Ta-da! Okay. That's the start of that. Let me go and grab more power poles. We're actually almost done, by the way. As long as it's taken to do all of this mess, this has been the most complex part of this entire build. There's going to be a lot that's going to be done with robots after this. I know I haven't been really using robots for anything thus far, but it's coming. It's a-coming. What else do I need? Do I need anything else? I don't think so. But I guess we'll find out pretty quick. Now that I'm thinking about it. We will find out quick if we need anything else. That's done, actually. Yep. I'm pretty sure I'm good to go. Hello, Ave! Welcome to the final hour. We are approaching the... Well, I say we're approaching the end. We... of the red circuit build. Just... Of all of the steps that we have checked off on this list, yeah, we're approaching the end of this build. We've got our solution for making sludge into our aluminium. We've got aluminium. Wait a second. Oh. Huh? Oh. What? How? Oh. That would help. That would, help a bit. Just a smidge. Yeah, it's a bit, big. It is a bit big. I need 14 doing that. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. First, though, we are getting our aluminium plates, and we've done that step of the aluminium plates. Now I need to go into a doohickey. Actually, I think I'm gonna break that down, and I'm gonna place the blast furnace right there and set it to make alumina for me. I'm gonna load in those, and I'm going to feed it carbon, because the next step uses carbon as well. How much? Oh, up to 9. I think it can move 4. I'm pretty sure one of these can move 4 per second, making the aluminum ingots. So I will count on that happening. And that's the ingots. I then need the induction furnace, producing molten, and 3 casting machines making plates. They need to be powered, of course. Now, these plates, they're going to be put onto my network, I think. You know what? Nah. I'll store plates for the moment, but I'll belt these around. I'll belt these where they need to go. Oh boy. By the way, the intent of this build is not to be able to make a copy-pastable unit because, yeah, there's not going to be any chance in hell that I'm going to be able to pack 2 of these into this. I mean, maybe if I shift all of this over to the right a bit and build out the rest of the infrastructure, maybe I could fit another set next to it, but no. But no. I don't really want to. I mean, could I fit this here next door and then separately grab that and fit that next to it with that same offset? Just like grab the whole thing and do that right about there. Get rid of that cliff that's in the way, but yeah, I could. Technically, yes, I could do that, and if I built the other infrastructure up here, we could double it again, so I'm not as concerned, because there will come a point where I'm just gonna, like, grab the whole freaking thing and just paste it down, like, here, right? And just paste it down in another quadrant block in its entirety without mucking about with trying to get the most out of this space anymore. Okay, all of that being done, now I can tick all of these checkboxes. What is left? Well, what is left is a series of unpacking steps. I may as well do these somewhere up here. 4 or 3? 3 plus a regular. Because these don't do silicon wafers. These do these 3 things, and then this will do wafers. But we're basically unpacking and reloading. Into these. That's actually a further distance to get to the power source. There we go. I will need to put down these doohickeys. One there and one there is fine. And just hook it all up. I will need to actually go across this way. Excuse me? Okay, sure. That helps, and that connects it completely. Give me the box. I need the box. Give me the box. This is my box. This is my box. I don't go anywhere without my box. Da 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 da. What is going in here? My robots? Robots. Robots. Hello. Glorious. Beautiful. Wonderful robots. Why are you moving? Wait. Huh? Wait. Oh no! Oh no no no! Bop 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 bop. That's the last thing I need you to do. Oh boy. Yeah, nah. Nah 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 nah. Nah nah nah. You you're not gonna do that. Thanks. But no. Like, why are you moving? You're not supposed to be moving yet. Now you're supposed to be moving. Now they're delivering things. And it's gonna provide them all there. Oh boy, so that's that, and that taken care of. So just 5 things left. Oh boy. Let us begin with all of this. So we have 4, we have 6, we have 14. That is special built. Four, 6, 8. I would do it, but I don't want to deal with the logistics of doing it this way. $16, 14. 14. Particularly because we're going to be doing output this side and then input the other side, essentially. By belt, but hybrid. But hybrid. There may be belts here, but this is not the end. This is not the end all be all. Alright. I need 3 total items, so requester chests. I need 3 requester chests in here, and what we're going to do, obviously, is this, where we have 1 bringing in phenolic boards, about that many, 1 bringing in the copper plates, and one bringing in the tin plates. Ta-da! These guys are making these. Yep, that's the one that needs 6. These are these. And similar stuff in here. This is going to go this way, and it's going to be offloading into a provider chest at the end of the line. Just like these guys are going to be offloading into a provider chest at the end of the line. They need 3 inputs. Oh boy. How does one mess up that badly? There we go. That one needs only 2. Okay, so this one's going to be the tinned wires. This one's going to be not a thing, actually, because I am going to be belting this one in. Off of this guy here. Not there, though. Like, oh hey, in case you didn't realize. Yes, we absolutely can jump over buildings of that size. Okay, that's that thing. This one needs 3. What is going to be on the outside? The silicon wafers are going to be on the outside. I have decided, I've made my determination that the silicon wafers will be on the outside lane. It doesn't actually matter in the slightest which is on the outside lane. You are going to be more... Oh. Okay. Plastic. Then this is already set up. Yes, yes. Okay. I will need more inserters, probably. Especially for the end of this. So that's those. Yeah, I'm gonna need more inserters. Let me power it up at least. Do. Oh good, those are all powered by all that. Okay, good. I'm gonna put these in somewhat like so, because I'm going to need to be able to put in these guys within range. Okay, now my bots should deliver things as they get them. I may need more bots. I may need more robots as we go. What's the throughput? It's within a lane. Okay. That's what I really needed to know here. It's like, oh yeah, throughput of outputs. I need to know this. Throughput of outputs. Throughput of outputs must be known. Must be known. Okay. Now let's get our thingies. This is not a great place to be right now. There are a lot of trains. There are a lot of trains going through. We need to dodge the trains. Oh boy. Lots of trains. Give me stuff. I need belt as well. And loaders, potentially. Give me some of those. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. And I think I'm good. I think I'm good now. The next item on the agenda. Oh yeah, I have to get the fluid in. Right. I have to get the aluminium brought over, and I could use more bots in the system, so let's bring a couple stacks more bots along the way. Oh, requester chests. I will need some of those. Let's not forget our boxes. We need all the boxes. Repairs! Alright. Almost there. We are almost there. I can't believe we've done this in a stream. Singular. A stream. That we've actually gotten this far. Oh, glorious red. Glorious red circuit boards. Oh, boy. Oh, and we need to make sure that we can scale this for when we produce the robot brains for the logistic and construction bot brains. Because those are also going to live in here. And they use this stuff, basically. Where are my brains? There they are. Yeah. Yeah. They use that stuff. Thus why we're going to be doing the brains here, ultimately. But it will require a bit more scale for stuffs. Alright, now I need a 10 and a 6. This will be a little bit tricky with the pipe there. Oh, this is going to be really tricky by needing 4 inputs. Because we don't have an inserter length to give me the third. To give me a third. Actually, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. What am I thinking? It's just... It just sucks. It just sucks! Because we have to do it like this, where these are set like so, and yeah. And then it needs power. And then it needs power as well. So, because it needs power, I'm gonna have to do it like this. Yeah. So there we go. That's how that's gonna have to be. And there's 10. Oh boy. LL. There we go. That'll do. So this is making the boards here. Yeah, if I do this with the pipes a little differently, I would be able to avoid the underground there. The thing is, I have to also be able to get the things going. Yeah. Yeah, about that. About that, say. I'm gonna have to do this, I think. Oh boy. Isn't that lovely? Lovely doubly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? Oh. So, that's one way to do things. If I wanted everything on a separate line. Yeah. I went and I did this, and I didn't actually have to do it this way, but... you know, just in case I ever need anything like this later, I'm just going to, flip those to not have a thing, and I'm going to put that in my blueprints. This is handy if I need 2, 4, 6, 8 inputs on a thing. Up to, like, 7 or 8 inputs on a thing. But that's more, you know, Pyandon's level of BS. I'm out of coffee. We don't need this. Like this. Yeah. So I saw 2s here, I guess, and 8s here, and I was like, oh, I need loads of stuff. No, there's 4 things. I need 1 shared belt and 2. Oh. Individual throughput is what? Fine. Yeah. I could have the inputs on one side and the outputs on the other without needing to even worry about any shenaniganry like this. Yeah, let's do this. I'll keep the space between. That actually is convenient for the power poles. Hey, what did I do here? Why'd I break that? That is actually convenient. Where's that? It can go there. So what do I need? I need solder. As solder, a bit of it, just a bit. I need the reds, of course. Those are going to be listed out here. A bunch. I will need the basic thingies, and I will need the transistors. That's gonna go down here. And our bots will deliver. I was going to add more bots, so let me go ahead and add additional robots in case we need them for anything over time, and that is electronic circuit boards. Now, I need 6 buildings. 6 buildings with the exact same setup I really don't like this here. There we go. Better. Just grab that and then place it right about there. So that I could have something along these lines. That just resets the requests. And then we change this to the actual red advanced circuits, and then this doesn't actually get used for anything else, so actually I can remove that in its entirety and just stick that in there. This will be the green circuits, whole bunch of. This will be the... This will be the aluminium plates, and this will be the copper wire, which, where does that even exist again? Up here. There you go. This is the aluminium, which... Okay, it's going to be coming in from up here. Ta-da! Aluminium plates are glorious. Absolutely glorious. Beautiful ferric chloride solution being used to make this stuff at its rate. And once we get this delivery of greens, we will have reds. Okay. There you go. Reds. Da 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 da. We did it. We did the thing. Alright. Now, we need to go over here. Be like, hey, S red circuits. D red circuits. We'll have 2 of those. Locomotive. Wagons, limited to 1 stack each. Fuel that stuff. Supply depot, full cargo, circuit condition, auto magic, request, red circuits times infinity. And that, as they say, is nearly that. One last thing to do. One more last thing to do. M red circuits. Now we have finished. Now we have finished with the thing. How many bots are active? Less than 50, so I could pull back extra amounts of those. The main question here is it actually operating as expected? because it looks a little cramped on the sodium hydroxide going into the aluminium for whatever reason. We'll keep an eye on everything. It's supposed to be making 4 plates per second. I mean, it's clearly not. Because this isn't getting the 1 per second of sodium hydroxide it needs. This should be operating completely like green lights here. With this stuff in, or blah, with this stuff in constant motion. These are all green lights. So... it may just be the fact that this uses 0.23 of this chem plant. I'm uncertain. Because we've got a buffer going, it shouldn't really matter. And this is getting starved by the lack of aluminium. It would be a really bad idea to overflow valve here. And here, for that matter. Because the last thing I need is to overproduce sodium hydroxide and get clogged by it. But perhaps I need that buffer. I need a buffer of sodium hydroxide. So at least temporarily, I will need to overflow vent the chlorine on this so that I can establish enough sodium hydroxide on the belt, physically on the belt, because we're losing efficiency due to the amount of time it's taking to get from here to here. At least I think that's what's going on. It's just we're not getting enough physically moved across. And it makes 0.5 more than what it needs here. So there will begin to be a backup. And I just need to watch and pay attention for when this does its thing. I'm also thinking of doing this very briefly. This probably will go all the way back up to 100 pretty quick. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna rest at 100 there. Just, I don't really know why we're getting stuff going on like that here. Yeah, we're gonna let this back up a bit. Little bit. Just enough. We'll see if this works. How quickly it choose through that backup before it gets replenished. So now we're just troubleshooting, making sure that we're getting the rates that we want out of this. It's not good that that tail is decreasing. Something is not working right. And this is only a problem until I have blue science. Because as soon as I get access to sodium hydroxide solution, then I can void excess sodium hydroxide and I don't have to worry about it anymore. But this is supposed to be perfect 1-to-1. Unless it's not actually giving me 1. Unless it's rounding to 1. So if this is needing 10, it would need 10 hydrogen chloride. So it's half as much chlorine, so it would be 5. Okay. It would be 5 chlorine gas per second. What? Oh. What? Oh! Oh! It's overproducing hydrogen chloride. Oh! That's the problem. It's forcing it to produce 1 sodium hydroxide. Here I was thinking that it was an absolutely perfect system. It is not even close to it. It relies on voiding certain amounts of chlorine and hydrogen. Okay. That's a little more complex. But not something we can't work around. Yeah, we can work around this. We would need to use logic to work around this. So basically, I'm going to set up a, yeah, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to set a circuit on a vent, and I'm going to set a circuit to a pump that will only pump into a vent when we have less than a threshold value of substance in here. So basically, we're going to set this, and I might need to, like, circuit into various things. I'm going to set this guy up, like, here. I'm going to put a pump down. This pump is going to be connected by wire to this chest, which is going to be reading the contents. So this pump will be enabled so long as the amount of sodium hydroxide condition is less than some threshold value, will say 500 in the chest at any given time. It will be enabled so long as there's less than or equal to 500 units. And that will void the chlorine, which will produce sodium hydroxide and fill the system with sodium hydroxide until it has backed up to the point where there is 50 per second, or 500, I should say, units of sodium hydroxide in this chest. When there is more than 500 units in this chest, this will stop and the chlorine will back up in the pipes. It will back up and it will stop the production of sodium hydroxide. It'll still be enough to maintain ferric chloride solution, because remember, we are still using some of this like as ferric chloride solution. We will still be making it the whole time. There'll be enough of a buffer, at least there better be enough of a buffer. And then once this falls back down below the threshold, it'll go again. It'll start voiding the excess again. Although it won't. This doesn't stop completely the sodium hydroxide production. It just will clamp it to what it would otherwise be until we need more of it again, and then it'll let loose fully. And that's how you solve that problem. Without even using combinators or any of that. It's just it's a simple wire to a pump checking the contents of a chest. Well, that's how we're going to take care of that. I thought it was a perfect system. I didn't pay any attention to the fact that this was actually producing plus 70 hydrogen chloride. But that's good to know that I was able to figure this out, and it's actually a very simple fix. So yeah, that is officially the 1 per second on my red circuits. I should have them at this point. I don't know if I've done a delivery yet. Let's see, have we done a delivery? We have done a delivery of red circuits to the mall. Yeah! We've done a delivery of red circuits to the mall. This unlocks the ability to get the assembling machine 3s as well as electronic assembling machine 2s. So we could actually immediately switch from this to using these guys. We could immediately change from this to these with reds that are significantly faster and smaller. But yeah, the pipe logistics is a bit of a mess in that regard. So I think I'm going to leave this all for now. Until much, much later down the line. What else does red circuits allow me to get? Well, I think there's a thing involved in the production of these labs. We need a Spectrum Lab Construction Core, which needs large solar panels and cobalt steel plates. Oh god. And sulfur light source and femto laser array. That's stuff. And stuff and things and stuff and gold. And there's atomic sensors array. They need the red circuits, which are part of what? We need a sulfur light source, which is not this guy. What is this guy? Atomic sensors array. That's directly used in the blue science itself. So either way, we need red circuits in blue science. But it seems getting the lab is fine. It won't need reds. You'll need these guys. Sulfur dioxide, glass, and stuff for green science. So that's doable-ish. What's those large solar panels? Are those reds? Large solar panels. Where do you live? Under power, right? Those are green circuits. Okay. Green circuits, copper, and steel. So that's going to be good. Hey, brass. I should probably make brass at some point. Probably next. So at this point we can transition into going into several things, but I guess we should work directly towards blue science now, and those labs. I'm not as concerned about the labs, because it seems like there's overlap getting into the blue science. So let's look at the blue science again, and the mill science as well, because that's going to be a bit of a mission too. Yeah. That will also be a mission. Getting into mill. Why do I want mill? I want mill because of the, like, there's an explosive that I need? What do I need mill for? This. Blasting charges. I need mill science to get into blasting charges. These are the explosive excavation item. This is what will delete landfill to make water, essentially. It'll break my grass to give me a source of water, which is necessary for any build involving viscous mud water, unless I have just so happened to have planned ahead of time for leaving water in a specific cell. Otherwise, yeah, this. The problem is that I can't get a consistent supply of explosives unless I can get a consistent supply of sulfur. And that's better at blue. So we're going to work towards blue so that we can get into sulfur processing 4. And that will give me a consistent supply of sulfur via sulfuric waste water. Acid gas is here. Can I process acid gas? Yeah, but with green metal catalysts. Nah. Nah to greens. Nah. I mean, yeah, at blue science I can make greens, but I'm not going to feel like making greens. I really don't feel like making greens at that science. No. Gives hydrogen sulfide as well as hydrogen fluoride gas and carbon dioxide. There's something else I can do with acid gas besides that needs a catalyst. Not really, no. Outside of puffing. Puffer refugium 3s. Converting... Huh? Gaseous atmosphere puffing, producing artificial puffer atmosphere. Out of artificial puffer atmosphere, acid gas and nutrient pulp. Using the power of puffers to maintain the system. But isn't this stuff cheap anyway? Once I get access to infinite sulfur? Yeah, sorta. Sorta. Anyway. So, blue science first, is what I'm looking at here. How far off is farming? Very. Very. I'll need blue science completely set up. And beyond, basically. I'll be at blue science before I am thinking about doing puffers and biters and all of that. It's not like the modules are particularly powerful anyway, but I have to do biters anyway, I think, no matter what, because I think I need some of the harmonic crystals for stuff that's necessary for progression. So I have broken down a lot of this that I will need, but yeah, the big thing with blue science. Oh god, the big thing with the blue science is that I need gold. Alien samples stuff from gardens. Yeah, I don't like any of that. We'll manage. We'll get through it. We shall get through it. There's plenty of gardens on the map. I'll just get what I need from those as I can, if I can, where I can for different things. There's lots of options. Lots of options on the farming side of things that we can go down. So this is the biggest point of complexity here is the gold that's needed for the blue science. Blue science is going to be a pain here with Science Cost Tweaker because we can only get gold out of rubite chunk sorting, leaving us with a lot of lead, a lot of nickel, a lot of aluminium to deal with, and a lot of aluminium to deal with. I can. So the plan is to, yeah, get only is to only do this and shove a bunch of ore inside of warehouses until I've gotten the techs to do the individual ore sorting of gold. That's the idea, is that the very first thing I will need to do, as much as I want sulfur processing for immediately, is I'm going to get gold processing. Where's the gold smelting? Probably behind a whole bunch of techs. Uh, I need this one, so I need to go down. Oh god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Hold up. That's not what I'm looking for in the slightest. I'm looking for the other stuff, not that. I'm looking for the ore sorting. Yeah, I'm looking for ore sorting, which is not that icon. It's this one, I think. Followed by you. That's the one. That's what I need. Um, I need to get into this, and that'll give me the ore sorting, and then we get to do the very fun thing of making hybrid catalysts and actually going into the stereotype, crotinium, and rubite crystals, which, yeah, that's going to need sulfuric acid and hydrofluoric acid and hydrochloric acid for that crotinium. So we need the acids at that point, and then that's going to mean that I'm going to definitely want to have this. And potentially, does this help me at all? Potentially. Where's my sodium hydroxide solution recipe? Because I want that too. I also need to be able to deal with oil residuals. This is the solution one? Yes, it is. So that'll be that into that, and we've basically got our plan now. Hey, success. There's our plan going forward. of the initial text that I will need to be able to take, and then refactor, like replace a lot of other stuff that we've worked on thus far to use that updated tech. And then it's relatively smooth sailing from there all the way up until we need Chrome. Yeah. Yeah, this will be the most complex thing that we'll have to do before that final black circuit level, pretty much. But this is going to be a pretty big build as well. And it's depending upon me having a supply of 10 aluminium plates that are not made locally. So what I'm going to need to do is essentially copy the big chunk of what we just did here and put it in a dedicated area for making a whole bunch of aluminium plates. 10. And that's just for one blue science. I'll probably not even plan for one. Maybe a quarter of that. We'll see. Yeah, maybe like a 0.25. Oh, and then there's... Yeah, I have to get the rubite chunks. Duh. For that. Out of the mineral sludge. I have to get chlorine, apparently. Which the only way is that way. For the gold, oh god. That's going to give me a little sodium hydroxide as well as a leftover that I'll have to deal with. Oh boy. Oh boy. Isn't that lovely? Lovely dovely. Otherwise it doesn't like... Oh, I didn't break that down? What? Steel methane, yeah. Methane out of, Oh. 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 Huh? Okay. There's two options for this. There's a naphtha fuel oil steel or a methane steel. The naphtha, what am I gonna do for that? I can't deal with the oil residuals, but you can't deal with the oil residuals anyway at this point in the game. In base, like not Sea Block. In a not Sea Block game, you can't deal with oil residuals, and you basically have to, when you start processing your oil into the oil products, to get into blue science, like you have to get into that tech to deal with your oil residuals rather quickly. Just that's been part of the balance to begin with. The problem is getting oil residuals from multi-phase oil in the first place because of this cellulose fiber from blue algae. Yeah. Yeah, that's problematic. Because otherwise, how do I get natural gas liquids? How do I get raw gas? Well, from multi-phase oil, of course. You get it from the oil processing. Duh! That's exactly how you do it. You get it from the oil processing. But of course we're left with, oh hey, I need a bit of sulfuric wastewater in, which we'll have to siphon off somewhere else that's overproducing slightly. Pretty much, that's the only way. But on that note, on all of this complexity that we'll have to deal with when setting up our blue science, we have reached the end of the stream. What did we get done today? We got our red circuits. Finally. Our 1 per second red circuits. It's pretty glorious that we've got our red circuits now. And we have some level of control as well over our stuff in here. This little thing with the ferric chloride solution giving us sodium hydroxide for the production of the aluminium. We're going to be copying this next time to make more plates, because we need a lot more plates. I'll need to expand my land as well. But yeah, we're going to be starting to work towards blue science next time. This is going to take a long time. This is going to take a long time. Very long time. What wastewater do you get from bobmonium? It's sulfuric wastewater from bobmonium chunks in particular. Sulfuric is like 4 out of the 6, or 3 out of the 6? 3 out of the 6 is sulfuric. It's the sapphirite, steatite, bobmonium. The givelite is the fluoric wastewater. The rubite is the nitric wastewater, and the cretinium is the chloric wastewater. Chlorine on that one, and the rest are all sulfuric. So, yeah. We'll be mucking about with this. There's specific... I don't need brass for this. I might go ahead and make brass separately with like the zinc and such. We don't have fluorine set up anywhere, so maybe that'll have to come into play too. We're going to need brass to go into mill science as well at some point. But yeah, lots of things to do from here. But we do have our red circuits. So with that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Show It. If you've enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming an Erudite Otaku member of the channel by hitting the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushow if you are so inclined and able. I, of course, will be back tomorrow as we begin the process of going into blue science. I hope to see you all then.